Have you ever wondered how airlines expand their fleet? It's a complex process with many factors at play. Picture this. It's not just about buying a new plane and painting it with the company's logo. No, it's a careful strategy, a delicate ballet involving several key elements. Firstly, airlines need to anticipate demand. They look at travel trends, economic forecasts, and population growth to predict how many passengers they'll be flying in the future. If more people are going to be flying, they're going to need more planes. Secondly, route expansion is another reason for fleet expansion. When an airline wants to fly to new destinations, it often needs new types of aircraft. For instance, a long-haul flight might require a bigger plane with more fuel capacity. Lastly, fleet modernization is a key factor. As aircraft age, they become more expensive to maintain and less fuel efficient. Thus, airlines often replace older planes with newer, more efficient models. But enough of the generalities. It's time to zoom in on the specifics. Let's dive into the fleet expansion strategies of two major Indian airlines, IndiGo and Air India. IndiGo, India's largest airline by market share, has a unique approach to expanding their fleet. This airline, steered by the vision of its co-founder Rahul Bhatia, has crafted a strategic roadmap for growth that includes fortifying its presence in domestic markets while also spreading its wings internationally. One of the key components of IndiGo's expansion strategy is the addition of long-haul aircraft to their fleet. This move is not just about adding more planes, it's a calculated step towards capturing a larger share of the international market. Long-haul flights offer the potential for higher profits, especially as air travel rebounds from the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. But the journey to expansion is not without its share of turbulence. Rising fuel costs are a significant headwind for IndiGo. In the year ending March 2022, the airline reported a whopping 77% increase in revenue, but still had to face a net loss, primarily due to these escalating fuel costs. It's a challenge that IndiGo will need to navigate carefully as it moves forward with its growth plans. Competition, too, is a factor that the airline cannot afford to ignore. New competitors like Akasa Air are entering the scene, and established conglomerates like the Tata Group are strengthening their aviation portfolios, having recently acquired Air India. Despite these challenges, IndiGo is not deterred. The airline's management is focused on leveraging its market position and operational efficiencies to outmaneuver competition. It's a high-stakes game of strategy and execution, and IndiGo is all in. At the heart of this expansion strategy is a commitment to reliability and punctuality. After all, in the airline industry, these are factors that can make or break an airline's reputation. IndiGo is keen on ensuring that its growing fleet does not compromise on its performance standards. It's a balancing act of scaling up while maintaining operational excellence. And that's what makes IndiGo's approach to fleet expansion so fascinating. Despite the challenges, IndiGo continues to push forward with their fleet expansion plans. This airline, with its tenacious spirit and strategic foresight, is set on a course of expansion, charting its path through the skies of opportunity. On the other side, we have Air India, recently acquired by the Tata Group. This legendary airline, with its iconic Maharaja logo, is about to embark on a new journey under the leadership of its new owners. Given the Tata Group's history of revitalizing brands, this acquisition signals a potential game-changer for Air India. Now let's talk about fleet expansion. It's no secret that a strong modern fleet is the backbone of any successful airline. For Air India, this means not just adding more aircraft, but also ensuring that its existing fleet is as efficient and reliable as possible. The Tata Group has a reputation for shaking things up, and we can expect them to bring this same energy to their new venture. They're likely to focus on expanding Air India's fleet with newer, more fuel-efficient aircraft. This not only reduces operating costs, but also aligns with global trends towards more sustainable air travel. In terms of numbers, we might not see a massive surge immediately. Fleet expansion is a long-term strategy, and it takes time to realize. However, what we're likely to see is a steady increase in the number of aircraft, coupled with a phased retirement of older models. The goal here is to strike a balance between growth and sustainability. Where will these new aircraft fly? well, the airline's focus is likely to remain on its core markets, domestic Indian routes and select international destinations. However, the Tata Group has a knack for spotting opportunities, so don't rule out the possibility of Air India expanding its footprint to new destinations. The fleet expansion strategy also ties in with the broader aim of improving customer experience. Newer aircraft tend to offer better comfort and amenities, which can go a long way in enhancing passenger satisfaction. Moreover, a modern, reliable fleet can also boost the airline's on-time performance, a critical factor in today's competitive aviation market. Of course, the success of this fleet expansion strategy hinges on several factors, from global economic conditions to fuel prices to the pace of recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. However, with the backing of the Tata Group, Air India has a strong chance of navigating these challenges and emerging stronger. With new ownership, Air India is poised for an exciting period of fleet expansion. Under the Tata Group, we can expect the airline to chart a new course, one that brings together the best of the old and the new. With a modernized fleet and a renewed focus on customer experience, Air India is set to soar to new heights. So, stay tuned, because the Maharaja is getting ready to rule the skies once again. Now that we've looked at both airlines individually, how do their strategies compare? In the world of aviation, no two strategies are the same. This is certainly the case when we examine the fleet expansion approaches of IndiGo and Air India. While both are aiming for expansion, their methods and focuses are quite different. IndiGo, the largest airline in India by market share, is not resting on its laurels. The company has been grappling with a net loss, partly due to rising fuel costs. Yet they're not letting this deter their ambitious plans. IndiGo is looking to strengthen its presence domestically and make a bigger splash internationally by adding long-haul aircraft to its fleet. This approach reflects their resilience and determination to make it big in the global market, even amidst challenges. On the other hand, we have Air India. Recently acquired by the Tata Group, Air India is also on a mission to expand. However, specifics about their fleet expansion strategy are not as clear as IndiGo's. What we do know is that they're now backed by a corporate giant, and this might give them a significant edge in terms of resources for expansion. Comparing these two strategies, we see that IndiGo is taking a more aggressive approach, focusing on both the domestic and international markets. In contrast, Air India is potentially in a more comfortable position, having the backing of the Tata Group, but their exact plans are yet to be revealed. However, both airlines must keep in mind the importance of punctuality, as highlighted in the airline industry. To expand doesn't only mean to grow in size, but also to improve service quality, including punctuality. In the end, both airlines have their unique strategies and challenges. IndiGo's approach is more clear-cut, aiming to conquer both domestic and international skies with long-haul aircraft. Air India, meanwhile, is yet to reveal its cards. But with the backing of the Tata Group, they are certainly a force to watch. As we can see, both airlines have their unique strategies and challenges when it comes to expanding their fleets. Fleet expansion is a critical aspect of an airline's growth and competitiveness. Through our journey in this video, we've seen how two major Indian airlines, IndiGo and Air India, are strategizing their fleet expansions. IndiGo, despite facing financial challenges, has shown resilience by focusing on both domestic and international growth. They are planning to add long-haul aircraft to their fleet, a decision that will undoubtedly bolster their international presence. On the other hand, Air India, under the new management of the Tata Group, is expected to revitalize its fleet expansion strategies. The details remain under wraps, but it's clear that the Tata Group's acquisition has opened up new possibilities for Air India. Comparatively, both airlines are demonstrating their adaptability in the face of change and their commitment to serving their passengers better through fleet modernization. It's clear that fleet expansion is not just about adding more aircraft, but also about strategic planning and foresight. Keep an eye on these airlines as they navigate the complexities of fleet expansion in the coming years.